Welcome back to us.
Have you seen our faces?
Look at her, you're so animated. I look a bit sick today.
Oh.
What time did you come home on Saturday?
I came home at a decent, established hour for a married woman. I was in my bed at 1:30. No, forget that. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, guys and dolls.
Do you know what I mean?
Happy New Year,
I actually...
our listeners.
Do you know what I mean? I'm still writing Happy New Year in all my emails.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
so gassed by it.
I haven't stopped.
I won't stop until at least the 3rd week.
No, until January's over.
Really? We're going to keep saying Happy New Year? Happy
Why
New
not?
Year.
Happy New Year.
I've even gotten to the... This is how so enthusiastic I am about this new year, that I've changed my signature at the... So my signature's at the bottom.
It says Happy New Year.
But the top bit says Happy New Year in very like colourful, playful handwriting. Everyone thinks there's something wrong with me. What was I going to say?
Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Peace and prosperity. Wealth,
Blessings and
wealth, health and
blessings.
And blessings upon blessings.
And jubilation.
I love that word.
Jubilation.
Oh, jubilation.
And celebration.
Oh, that reminds me of the Queen, R.I.P.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say it, because obviously it makes me sad due to the loss that this country has experienced in the last couple
You know what, but Harry's
months.
bringing it back even better.
What is Harry doing?
You know what? Yeah.
He's waffling now.
Can I just say something? I know, I don't know if it's the fact that I'm getting older, yeah, and the cost of living is affecting me, but nowadays I've realised that I am slowly feeling like I'm agreeing more with
The royal family.
Yeah. Like right-wing people. I don't know what's wrong with me. The other day, what's that woman that got deported from Australia and everyone hates her in England? What's her name? Go on.
Got deported from Australia.
Yeah, she was supposed to do Big Brother and then she said some crazy stuff and then she got deported and brought back to England. And she's hated. Katie
Hopkins.
That's it.
You agree with
Katie
that?
Hopkins. No, I don't agree with all her ideology. First of all, pause. This year we shall not make no assumptions. Thank you.
Katie Hopkins.
So, let me land. Anyway, she was talking about something with regards to Harry and Meghan, and I kind of agreed with it because I'm like, Harry, you're doing too much now. Just stop.
I don't even care anymore. After I watched that documentary, okay, fairs for the documentary, have your...
I think the time gap
shine.
between the book and the thing.
But this interview now, it's like, sis.
It's too much now.
Like everything he needed to say, he said in the documentary. Now he's just regurgitating the same thing. Occasionally he adds something new.
Yeah.
Also the
about
book.
the Camilla stuff.
The book, yeah.
Apparently Camilla was an actual villain.
Yeah, I saw that. Why did he need to talk about Camilla?
I'm just so...
Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Like why did you
That
need
is
to
not
say...
something to be
Why are you
happy
incriminating
about.
yourself? It's the video.
I
Why?
know. No, I'm
just
so
look
over
at him
the
and
whole
I see
situation.
death of Muslims.
Yeah, that's all I see.
Mm.
And then he lost his virginity to an older woman. In
Oh
a
my
bar.
god, I enjoyed that story.
Did
But
you?
I'm not
But you know, what was I going to say? On Twitter.
You know what makes me laugh? Yeah, it's just like that.
She abused him.
No, do you know what makes me laugh? It's just such a public schoolboy thing to do.
Oh me, I lost
Just
my
like,
virginity.
shall we
to
come
an
out of
older
a pub,
woman.
run into the fields at night in a drunken stupor and just shag an old lady who has 7 horses? Like, is that just not like...
It's just very like
an Eton, literally
an Eton
thing
sort
to
of
do.
thing to do. No, I agree with you. I'm so over it. Anyway, other things that have happened.
I just also...
Go on.
Why is Meghan so silent?
Because she knows this man is doing too much. Grab your man and tell him stop.
Why is she so quiet? I haven't heard from Meghan in a while.
She's
I
gone
ain't
quiet
had beef
for a
out
good
of her.
reason. Because she's like, you're doing too much, babe.
No, Harry is crucifying himself.
It's just too much. Someone said he listens to Chinsia.
Wait, I don't get it. Why?
They made it up. So basically they said that when he's going through difficult times, he likes to listen to Chinsia. I need to find the tweet. I'll put it up on YouTube. And then
Chinsia just has a lot of songs about... Nazi snort.
I know. But it made people laugh because someone made it up. And then now it's like... run riot as a rumour and people actually think he listens to Chinsia. Before we officially start, anything to get off your chest?
Ginny and George is back.
Oh, did you watch
it. I watched episode 1. Did you see that snap I sent? And it was like me doing the, you know, the long nose and the rings coming down.
Yeah.
I was watching Ginny and Georgia then, and she was doing a madness.
Don't you, Ginny's? I've seen 5 episodes so far.
I've seen 1, and I was like,
Ginny's given me.
You want to say? I know.
You know exactly what. Yeah, she's giving me that vibes.
That
it's a bit too much.
That thing. What's it called? And that particular acronym.
Yeah, and I don't want to use it.
No, because it's very
as a mental health practitioner, I can't do that. But yeah, she's given me that, and it's a bit.
She reminds me of. I can't even say that yet.
Guys, we can't even talk.
No, I can't even say how I really feel about Ginny. Because it's just going to upset a lot of people.
My people who love Alchemy of Souls, the last episode.
I saw a scene on TikTok where a woman was just sitting in the rain.
Listen, do not create
the scenario
for Alchemy of Souls.
Are you having a laugh?
It's amazing.
Why is she sitting there, a hooded figure in the rain like this, look?
What season's that?
I don't know, but I saw her on TikTok. She was waiting for Jung.
Jungkook. Jungkook. Is that even how you say his name?
Jung.
Anyway, I know, because you guys know, you messaged me about this. The people, the girls, the Somali girls who love these K-dramas, I'm just telling you, let's have a conversation. Because that season finale, even though I loved it, it didn't do much for me.
Oh, it's finished now?
Yeah, season 2
I might give it a go.
No, don't, because I feel like you're a hater. You won't watch it properly. But you know what?
Why is she sitting in the rain?
What K-drama?
Can you tell me why she's sitting in the rain?
She's longing, she's pining for her beloved.
If I see any of you sitting in the rain for a man, yeah, please, just
listen,
cancel yourself.
Let me ask you a question, and this came up on TikTok. If a man is giving you 800k a month or colour, like Drake money, yeah?
I will wait in the rain for him.
Exactly.
But is Jung giving her 800k?
He's giving her ultimate power, love.
Ha 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 ha.
Do you know
Gives her power. Is this like sci-fi-ish?
No, it's like magic. It's very. Would you call
it giving Charmed?
A little bit. Yeah.
Really?
Oh my god, Charmed is getting rebooted again.
No, you're joking. Hold on.
Wallahi.
Please don't play with me.
I just used the term.
Don't play with it.
Wallahi. And it's not the Charmed sisters, it's their ancestors from before, in like 1923.
Oh, so it's like a prequel
of what Charmed used to be. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. But there's
Belinda Warren and the man.
Allah.
I don't even know why.
I don't know how.
I know, but I know why I know.
Clean the house
because I was
brand new
obsessed with this show. I was obsessed.
My first ever crush was Cole
Turner.
Oh,
beautiful man.
Was he not?
Closely followed by Chris. Not a lot of people like Chris though. Not a lot of people like Chris.
I think I like Chris's charisma. His persona was very.
No, he was like really. Do you know what he reminded me of? He was just like a very withdrawn. He's often angry.
Why was he so upset with his dad?
Leo.
What did Leo do?
Did Leo
abandoned
him or something after, because something happened with Wyatt.
Because Wyatt became evil and then.
Yeah, I just think he had like sideman issues. I'll be honest.
I feel like he was a middle child.
Very middle child.
Yeah.
And I think he was also neglected. Because Wyatt was obviously the most powerful baby ever.
And he had to be protected.
And he had to be protected. Everyone was just...
over Wyatt, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, Wyatt. Wasn't Wyatt as a baby so cute?
You know he was a twin in real life.
No way. Do you think they used a twin as well? That's very interesting.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway, Charmed is getting rebooted, guys. So I'm definitely going to be watching that again. How have you guys been? Please let us know. We've really missed you. I have actually really missed you guys. Right, so let's begin with our first scenario. This is sent in by one of our lovely listeners. Can't say her name, but we love you. Thank you so much for sending us a scenario. And me and Colton will try our best to try and give you
a well-rounded, robust, very fair answer.
I feel like this year has really changed us.
What?
I feel like we've become wiser in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks that we've been missing.
Yeah. I feel like we've done a lot of soul searching.
Yeah, and I've really thought about not being judgmental anymore.
Not looking inwards.
Exactly.
Not outwards, inwards.
Indeed.
What's wrong with me? What do I need to do better? What boundaries do I have? Growth. friendship, love.
Oh my god.
Self-care.
You're just spitting gems out. I purposely damaged my cousin's relationship. Assalamu alaikum. I love your podcast so much. MashaAllah. Wa alaikum assalam.
Oh, she said MashaAllah.
Yeah, and she goes, may Allah bless you both.
Ameen. Oh,
We love when you lot sprinkle blessings, and may Allah bless you.
do you know what? I'm going to look over the fact that you damaged your cousin's relationship.
My cousin was with a guy who was 24 at 17 years old.
7 years. He's 7 years older. That's a bit mad.
She's a baby. What the hell? And he said it was for marriage.
She's 17. Why am I even counting?
I know, that's what I literally thought in my head. Well,
she's 17.
Yeah, she's illegal. What the hell? My cousin was with a guy who was 24 at 17. And he said it was for marriage and promised to wed her. She definitely did not like him first, but he won her over with gifts. That's called grooming. I'm so sorry. That's actually called grooming. My cousin is not allowed to date yet due to religious reasons, and my parents. I have never liked him from the get-go, as he's not even good looking and was low-key creepy. He also tried to talk to other young girls, preferably for a passport. Oh god.
Oh my god. No. For a passport.
My cousin lost so much when the relationship was found and was bashed by family and friends. He moved on like nothing happened, which made me very upset. I had him on Insta, and one day he posted a message saying how good of a man he is, to which I replied, paedophile. He got very angry and he even broke up with her through his friend, saying that she was the problem and that she told me to disrespect him. He also said my cousin should never speak to him again and sent this message through to his best friend. She is very depressed these days, and I want to advise to give her so she can actually move on. Should I feel guilty? He was ugly and a creep. P.S. During the break period, as my cousin wanted to make it halal, she was praying tahajjud and making dua for him, even though Allah told her in istikhara that he was bad for her. Meanwhile, he was following big bum girls.
You know what? The girls had a lucky escape. Do you know what I mean?
I can't get over big bum girls.
Why is it like, honestly?
First of all, yeah, he's grooming your little cousin. He's disgusting. He's 24 years old. He's damn near a grown man.
You know what it is? If he's back home, he doesn't see 17 as a young girl. He doesn't see that as a young person. He sees that as like an adult, which is also really creepy. Do you know what? What the perception of just like when a woman is an adult is so skewed by like sexualization, I think.
And where she lives environmentally.
So it's like they're not even looking at the age, they're looking at how she looks physically.
Yeah.
If she's got a big bum, large breasts. It's really bad. But that's how she could easily be, for him, perceived as though she's someone who's older when she's in fact younger, just by the way she looks or just by how developed she is. It's quite disgusting. I don't know, I just think this guy's
I just think he's a creep, like you said, and I feel like you can see what his behaviour is like, and she might just be in the ideal of, you know, being in love and feeling like this is your person. But let's be real.
But that just shows how immature she is. That she doesn't even see this as grooming. She doesn't even see this as, although this guy might be a bit too old for me. Do you know what I mean? It just shows that she's a young person. Her mind isn't even fully developed. Like, leave her alone. Do you know what I mean? Well, he has left her alone, alhamdulillah. But
it's the fact that she's caught up with him. So the cousin's asking, am I bad to advise my cousin this way? And I don't think you are.
Well, no, I don't think she's done anything wrong per se. I don't think she should have gone after him on social media. I think she should have just blocked him straight away. I thought they broke up, it naturally fizzled out. She's seen a post on the Instagram a couple of months later, calls him a paedophile.
So the relationship was found out and she was bashed by her family, so he didn't break up with her.
Oh, yeah,
they just got
she
caught.
still wants him.
Yeah. But then when the cousin wrote paedophile, that's how they broke up.
No, she shouldn't have wrote that.
No, the cousin shouldn't have wrote that, but she also should have advised her cousin to be like, listen, I don't think this man's right for you.
Yeah, she shouldn't have gone to him, she should have stuck to speak. She should have advised the cousin.
I feel like that's made it even worse, because now she feels like he's broken up with her.
And that is her fault.
And now she's pining for him even more.
You should never go into unfamiliar grounds. Never ever go after the man. Talk to the person that you are familiar with. Do you know what I mean? What, like, why? Like, that man
she
is not
needs to
her
convince her cousin that this
he's a
man
bad
is
man
disgusting.
and that he's a paedophile. Bring up statutes, bring up legal textbooks, do what you need to do, but don't talk to him.
The fact that she didn't even want him to begin with, and he groomed her with gifts and saying whatever he wanted to get what he wanted. Do you get it? That to me is a red flag. It's like she didn't even like him to begin with. She didn't fancy him.
No, but that's what you do with children. You give them gifts.
Yeah, like you give them little sweets
and then they
stuff.
like you. So that just shows. It
He's a
just
creep.
tells me that this girl is not ready for a relationship.
I mean, she might be ready for it, but not with a grown man.
No, not at 17.
Oh my god, just enjoy yourself. Like,
I don't think any 17-year-old should be in a relationship. It's not illegal, but I don't think they should be.
I don't think they should be, but I'm saying it happens. You can't stop people from liking people, especially at the age of 17 when your hormones are running wild. And every time, and if you're, and let's say, and you know what the other issue is? As Muslim women, yeah, we're always put into situations where, like, never go near a man.
No, not
Don't let a
never
man
go
talk
near
to
them.
you.
Not like that. You can have your relationships. They don't necessarily have to be like boyfriend and girlfriend or... What is a boyfriend and a girlfriend at 17? Or
No,
what is
it's
that?
haram, I know, I get
It's not
that.
about haram. Forget, let's put haram to one side. It's just very meaningless and a waste of time.
No, but that's you thinking at your big age now.
I
At
know, when I was 17, I probably would have got myself
do you
a
know
little,
what I mean? A
little
little
bit on the
basic,
side.
do you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say to you is, you can't stop them.
Now knowing what I know, I just think it's stupid.
Of course, it's dumb. Like, just enjoy your
Fucking
life. But what I'm
stupid.
trying to say to you is, at that age, you don't know any better, so you can't stop them from doing whatever.
No, you can't
You
stop
can only
anyone from
advise
doing
them.
anything.
But what I'm trying to say to you is, it's bullshit. But I just feel like, as young Muslim women, the idea of interacting with a male of the opposite gender, it's like a no-no. So of course she's going to go running to when someone gives her a bit of attention. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand me?
I believe that's what she's done, yeah.
Yeah. So all she needs to do now,
I just think it's
listen.
weird.
You don't need to date a 20.
Do you know what? I could have easily been groomed at 17.
Wallah, I could have been groomed. And you know, at that age, I was very fast.
Do you know what I mean? I
just wanted to go out, like, live my life.
If I had one interaction with an older man, I swear, you probably wouldn't see me. I'd be missing.
It is.
Come out my school gate in a car, I'd be like, woo, I've got a lift home. I'm probably not
Or
taking
like,
me
he
home.
takes you to the cinema, and you're like, oh my god, he's paid for me cinema ticket.
Yeah, my mum
He's
never
taking me
gives
Subway.
me. My mum never gives me pocket money for this. Do you know what I mean? That's how
Imagine he takes you to
17-year-olds
Zara.
think.
Well, not these 17-year-olds. These 17-year-olds go to sushi.
No, but I'm
Samba.
talking.
But back in the day,
it
he's
was
taking me to a
Orange
little
Wednesday.
Exactly. He's taking me on an Orange Wednesday.
I know, and you're like, wow.
Took me to Pizza
He
Hut
bought me
afterwards.
popcorn.
Oh my
I'm
god,
in love with him.
I love him. And he messages me all the time.
And puts X's and O's.
And then ILU.
I'd be swooning. I'd think,
What if he love bombed you? That's the worst.
I'd say I love you too.
I
At
love you
17,
back.
I would love you.
back. I love you.
But
with
just
my
how
whole
much to
heart.
show you how fickle.
And you probably do love him with your whole heart.
But it's just that you love him with the tiny, tiny brain that you have when you were 17.
And you don't know what this
You
man's
don't know
like before
any
he comes in.
better.
Exactly. So you know what? Don't even stress yourself, sis. Like,
Do you know
don't
what?
even need to beat yourself up over
Exactly.
this.
Because you know what? At the end of the day, these young people are going to do what they want to do regardless.
Exactly, you can't stop them. All you can do is listen to people like us who've gone through it to tell you, listen, darling, you don't need an old man.
But
I'm
the
telling
good
you.
thing about being 17 is not only are you just so easily led, but you also get scared quite often.
Yes.
So you also panic a lot. You also think, oh my god, this is unfamiliar territory. Oh my god, this
Exactly.
man is just being a bit too... You know what I mean?
But you know, I feel like that this age of 17-year-olds think like that. I feel like back in the day, it was very hard to like
differentiate.
between red flags and to actually see when someone's being a real creep. And if I did, I'd be too scared to say something. But I feel like these 17-year-olds are quite vocal now.
I agree,
And they
really
know
do.
more.
But at the same time though, if somebody said to you, pulled up at the school gates in a car and he was 24 years old, would you get in the car?
Not the first time, but if my friends were like all talking to him, then I probably would.
But I would probably do it if it was like me and my friend in the car. I probably wouldn't do it by
Yeah,
myself.
I wouldn't do it by myself. But if
Do you
I
know what
got
I
to
mean?
know
So
him
I feel like
properly-
my panic like mode, like I'm more on high alert in situations that I'm unfamiliar. Not only when I'm by myself, but when I'm with an unfamiliar person.
But what if he groomed you? What if this man has been talking to you on the phone, lotioning you with that 5-day pass? Do you know what I mean? You've just been talking every single night. You've gotten to know him. He's giving you bits of that information.
I still don't think.
And then he told you, "Come link me." Outside the school gates with his brand new Mercedes.
But I don't think I'd get in the car, that's the thing.
Oh, that's really good of you.
But do you know, okay, how do I explain this?
At that age, you really wouldn't. That's so good of you.
No, because I was, not only was I like the sort of person that, you know, would get some sort of thrill out of like messaging.
Yeah.
I would never put myself in like a situation where I'm completely compromised.
By yourself?
By myself, yeah.
Okay.
So if it was like a car door, I don't know if this is like just because I'm young, but I was scared a lot. I used to be quite scared of like unfamiliar things, because I think it was what was instilled in me from a young age about like just men being
creepy,
awful.
Really?
Yeah.
So I didn't get. Let me tell you when my fear of men started. I'm not trying to, you know, to shovel my trauma. Don't worry, guys. But my fear of men started around 1920 is when I really started to like go, whoa, like I shouldn't be here, or like this situation isn't for me. But when I was 16, I'd
have like a hard time going through the door. You were just going.
Yeah, like I had no fear, which is really, really bad. But knowing me at 16, 17, I was actually really, really crazy, and it's not something to be proud of, but I just, alhamdulillah, I never fell into like...
No, you were crazy with boundaries.
Yeah, I just remember literally all I wanted to do.
I just think you didn't have an amygdala. Do you know what an amygdala is?
Is that?
Yeah, the thing in your brain that...
That doesn't grow until... It doesn't... Your brain is not fully developed until you're 25 anyway.
Yeah, I think you were lacking amygdala.
I was lacking a lot. I was like a 12-year-old in a 16-year-old's body. Like, I just wanted to have fun. But in the end... the reality of life woke me up, and also my mum knocking me out, that helped a little bit. But
that's what I think with this scenario. I just think like is she not scared of this weird 24-year-old?
But do you not also think that if you had like a very, I feel like 17-year-olds now growing up with parents, I feel like they're more inclined to speak to their like cousins or aunties, or like if their mum's a young mum, to like speak to them about that situation. Like I would want our little cousins
to be able to speak to us,
to come to us and be like, yeah, I'm talking to this guy. Like, I wouldn't judge you, but I would want you to tell me he's 24, because then I'd be like, listen, babe, that's not
but
good.
then another thing is they may be deterred from telling us that information because they know what we're going to say.
I know, but I mean, I don't know. My piece of advice to the person that wrote this is keep supporting your little cousin. I don't know if she's little, but keep supporting your cousin. Keep giving her advice, tell her you're there for her. Tell her that this man, literally, there's a million men out there, and right now she needs to concentrate on being 17 and enjoying herself and taking her pictures. She doesn't need to be in a relationship with a big man.
And also to understand that you can't protect her from everything. And you have to let her navigate the situation by herself a little bit. Not to the extent where she gets herself in some shit. But there has to be some independence in how she manoeuvres things, because she could easily show you that she is in fact quite good at figuring these things out by herself. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think you need to have trust in her as well. Like, don't go messaging strange known people.
Yeah, don't create even more issues for her, because then he's just going to keep. Because it just, to her, it just looks like you're unsupportive.
So I just think you've got to just let her do what she needs to do. But I mean, I think that within reason, obviously. Like if she then is in a dangerous situation, or in a situation where she, you know, can't really get out of it.
I think she needs to. If she
definitely step in.
She goes back into that relationship. I think you should step in, because that's just not healthy.
No, my family have already said. Do you know what really annoys me is because the family have all said that they're not supportive of it, it's going to make her want it more.
And also, they've bashed her for it, and it's like that could have been a really good, talking opportunity to talk about relationships, men, like, and to actually create that boundary with her family so she can come back to them. But now they've just thrown that out the way.
But you know, it's really funny because you know, like in a Somali household, the number one thing that happens when there's a talking opportunity is like shouting. It's like, no, you can't do this, and all it does is push you in the direction of the person that they don't want you to. Do you know what I mean? Of doing it. And like, I just feel like a lot of like, I sometimes see some ill parents talk to their kids, and they're really calm. There's always like a really good message behind what they're saying. So I just think the way that they're communicating with their child is so important at 17. Like the way, your tone, how you basically communicate a message. You've got to think about what the message is, which is, I obviously don't want you talking to this person, but the way you say it is really important. And if it comes off as like you're either being like accusatory, or you're being like you're trying to stop her from doing it, or you're being judgmental, it's not going to work
at all. Isn't that crazy? This is what's waiting for us. Speaking to teenagers.
I know. I'm going on Google, mate. What are you doing?
Do you know what I mean? I'm telling Auntie Toy. That's my getaway card. Do you know what I mean? Either you tell me, or I'm telling your auntie. Go on.
No, don't tell her, please.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But the only thing that I feel like would have helped me at that age is if I had someone that understood what I was going through and just spoke to me in an open way without it being it's haram, it's judgmental, it's this, it's that. Just have a genuine conversation with me and make me see a different perspective. Because especially at that age, you're just literally you're tunneling. It's tunnel vision for you in that whole situation. That's all you see. It's him and nothing more. And she needs to be shown a different perspective. And once she sees that, I feel like that will kind of open up her eyes a bit more and she can work towards that. But I don't think you, as a cousin, you should feel guilty. Just
no, I think she just acted out of like anger.
Indeed.
I mean, if I knew someone was grooming my cousin and they're talking about how great of a person they are on social media, I'd probably do something crazy.